Have you been struggling with weight gain, especially around your midsection, despite eating healthy? Do you feel exhausted no matter how much sleep you get? Do you crave carbs or sugar more than ever? You might be dealing with insulin resistance. And trust me, it's not just about food. Insulin resistance is actually a silent disruptor that makes it almost impossible to lose weight, keeps you feeling fatigued, and contributes to brain fog and hormonal imbalances. And the worst part, most women don't even realize they have it. If we haven't met before, my name is Shannon. I'm a certified menopause health coach. And today, as a follow-up to last week's discussion on hormones, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about insulin resistance in menopause, what it is, why it happens, how it affects your body, and most importantly, how you can control it naturally. So if you've been feeling stuck, like your metabolism is literally fighting against you, this video is for you. So grab your favorite drink and let's get into it. So let's start off with, what is insulin and what does it do? When people hear the word insulin, their brain goes to diabetes. Like, oh yeah, I know somebody with diabetes and they have to measure their insulin, or they have an insulin pump, or they have to take insulin, or they da 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 da. Insulin and diabetes, yes, they do go hand in hand, but there's more to it. So let's talk about what insulin is and why it is so important for your health. So insulin's role in the body. Insulin is actually a hormone. It's produced in the pancreas. Its main job, regulate blood sugar, hence the diabetes correlation, right? So when you eat, your body says, okay, I'm going to break down this food, and they're going to break it down into glucose, otherwise known as sugar, which this glucose enters your bloodstream. Insulin acts like a key and it unlocks your cells so that the glucose can go into your cells and your cells can be like, oh, I'm going to use this for energy. So when everything is working properly, your blood sugar is balanced, you have steady energy because that glucose has gotten into the cells and the cells use it for energy, and your body efficiently burns fat. But when insulin resistance develops, this system breaks down. So what is insulin resistance? So this is where things start to shift. Insulin resistance happens when your cells stop responding properly to insulin. The cells are over here. The glucose is coming into the bloodstream. The insulin's coming to unlock the cells, and the cells are like, no, I don't want to talk to you today. So your body keeps producing insulin. Your cells, they ignore it. The sugar stays in the bloodstream because it can't get in because insulin's not unlocking the cells. Then the pancreas says, "Oh no, there's blood there's glucose in the bloodstream. Of course, there's blood in the bloodstream. There's glucose in the bloodstream. So I'm gonna make more insulin. Because it's got to get in the cells. That's what I do. I make insulin, and it unlocks the cells so that the glucose can get into the cells. So you get all this insulin going. And what does insulin lead to? Fat storage, especially, you guessed it, around the belly. So think about it like this. Insulin is the key. Your cells are locked doors. In insulin resistance, the locks, they get jammed. Sugar cannot penetrate. They can't get into the cells. So you've got all this excess insulin, you've got the pancreas thing needing to make more insulin because it's seeing that this lock thing isn't working, right? And so your body gets very unbalanced. So here's some signs. Here's some signs that your body is becoming insulin resistant. Increased belly fat, even if you're eating healthy, even if you're eating the most whole, natural, organic foods. If you can't get that glucose out of your bloodstream into the cells, you will have fat storage primarily around the belly. You're also going to have cravings for sugar and carbs. right? I've shared before where I had a major sugar craving all the time. I'd have a drawer full, it was right over here, a drawer full of hard candy. Root beer was my favorite. Pull one out, put it in my mouth, and I'd suck it on it all day. I'd be doing these massive Excel spreadsheets with a piece of candy in my mouth. My dentist loved me, and cortisol loved me, but I was messing up my insulin resistance, right? Then you get energy crashes after eating because what's happening? Your body's breaking down the food, it's breaking it into glucose, and the glucose, it's not making it into the cells, so the cells can't produce energy. So you've just got this, huge spike in glucose in your blood, but it's not in your cells, so you crash, lose all your energy. You get brain fog, you can't focus. I mean, everything's just out of whack, right? And then here, famous for this one, you feel hangry between meals. Like you need to eat or you're going to chop someone's head off. You have trouble losing weight despite any of the diets, any exercise, anything you do, you just cannot lose the weight. So if this sounds like you're not alone. Insulin resistance is incredibly common, especially in menopause. So why? Why does it get worse in menopause? Why does everything get worse in menopause, right? So here's the connection between menopause and insulin resistance. There's a hormonal link. Everything in menopause is linked to our hormones, right? So estrogen naturally improves insulin sensitivity. But when it drops, insulin resistance increases. Progesterone, remember a chill hormone? It helps regulate the blood sugar. Once your progesterone, and remember, progesterone drops before estrogen in menopause, right? So your low progesterone equals more sugar cravings, right? And then cortisol, the big bully, your stress hormones. Stress hormones, it also affects insulin. You get chronic stress and your cortisol says, yep, I'm holding on to this fat. Thank you, insulin, for making this for me. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to take it in the stomach and I'm just going to hold on to it because I need this, because there's going to be a time when this woman is going to get attacked by a bear and I'm going to have all the fat storage so that we can run. And then menopause plus insulin resistance is the perfect storm for weight gain. Low estrogen, more insulin resistance. High cortisol equals blood sugar spikes and more belly fat storage. Less muscle mass equals slower metabolism, right? Because your muscles burn calories at a higher rate than fat. So this is why many women notice that their old diets and their workouts just completely stop working in menopause. How many of you have gone to your doctor and been like, I am doing everything I used to do, but I'm 20 pounds heavier, or I just can't shed the weight, or my body is just changing? This is it. It's all these hormones working together and against each other that creates this belly weight. And no matter what you do, you can't get it off. Well, that's not true. You can. So let's talk about that. Well, let's first talk about, before we get to that, I promised to talk about how insulin resistance makes you feel. So common symptoms: constant hunger, even after eating. You just, because your cells are not getting this energy, right? Your system's breaking it down into glucose, but they're not getting the energy. So they're like, give me more, give me more, give me more. I need some energy. I need some energy. And you're like, okay, I'm going to eat some more. And they never get satisfied, right? So fatigue, low energy, especially in the afternoons, because whatever glucose did get in the cells, it's gone by mid-afternoon. So you're just crashing. You're tired. I remember when I used to work long hours, and I mean, not even long hours. I'd be leaving the office like 5:30, and I literally was scared I wasn't going to make it home before I was going to fall asleep. I was so exhausted, so tired. All right, you have brain fog, trouble concentrating because your cells again are unbalanced. We've talked about cravings for sweets, refined carbs, difficulty losing weight, irritability, mood swings, And ever feel like you just need something sweet after a meal? That's insulin resistance talking. It's like hi, I'm a Sal over here. I haven't had any glucose, so could you just eat some pure, sweet, sugar-laden, complete sugar so that I can just get some glucose because that's what I need? Well, it's not going to work, but you just feel like you need it, right? So, how to reverse insulin resistance naturally? That's what you're here for, right? The secret sauce. And so, let's talk some solutions. If you want to improve insulin sensitivity and start burning fat instead of storing it, here's where to start. Focus on fats and protein. I like to say fats first sometimes, but protein, healthy fats, healthy fat, protein, healthy fats. Balance them. So when you have eggs in the morning, have some avocado. When you have cereal, put some nuts on it. Peanut butter is actually kind of in both groups. So healthy fats help you stabilize your blood sugar. So when you eat your healthy fats, your avocados, your nuts, your olive oil, that helps to stabilize your blood sugar. And then protein's amazing because it helps you feel full, right? And it reduces your cravings. So it's going to stop the hangries. So aim for, it's going to sound like a lot when you start tracking it, right? 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Per meal. I'm not saying per day. I'm saying per meal. Try it for a week. Let me know how it goes. Reduce processed carbs and sugar. Absolutely. Anything that's processed and carbs in the same breath, it's just not doing your body any good. And then sugar. If you need something sweet, agave syrup, some monk fruit. If you need to, go to refined white sugar. Try to avoid the artificial sweeteners. Just not even sure what's in that. So cut out your refined sugar, your white flour, and your packaged snacks. Anything that's in a package is processed. Make your own food. It's fun. I'll teach you how. There's courses on my website. All right, choose whole carbs. Like you still need carbs, but you need to reduce your processed carbs. So you still need carbs for energy because that's your sugar. So you have your quinoa, sweet potatoes, and your fiber-rich veggies. I sound boring, but they're good. They're good things. Strength training. Strength training is so important. I cannot stress it enough. The HIIT workouts, those are for the young people. Like, people think, oh, I'm going to exercise more. Oh, I'm going to do more cardio. Oh, I'm going to do more of this. Well, cardio actually stresses you out a little bit. Cortisol is like, hey, yeah, you're doing cardio. I'm going to ramp up my production and I'm going to put it right there on your hips. You're like, what the heck? I just did this huge cardio workout and I'm not losing any weight. Try strength training. It's amazing for you. Muscle is insulin's best friend. So strength training, it only takes a couple weeks before your strength training efforts will improve your insulin sensitivity. Even a simple 10-minute walk after meals can help lower your blood sugar. This is the hard one. Manage your stress and improve your sleep. I said that in one sentence, right? Manage your stress and improve your sleep. Poor sleep equals higher cholesterol, equals more insulin resistance. We all know we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, boing, and you're wondering why. That's your cortisol. That's your cortisol saying, hello, I'm here, and I'm at a high level when I'm not supposed to be, right? So if you're waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you may have a cortisol imbalance. Try some deep breathing, some yoga. And my favorite is magnesium before bed because that will reduce your stress and balance your blood sugar. And magnesium, you can get it in multiple ways. You can eat magnesium-rich foods, which my favorite happens to be dark chocolate, but there's others. You can take a magnesium tablet. Just be wary of the fact that it can loosen your stools if you take too much. But a magnesium cream right before bed is soothing, and it just gets into your entire body and just relaxes your muscles. And that's my highest recommendation. So, insulin resistance, in summary, it's not just about diet and exercise. It's about hormones, it's about stress, and it's about lifestyle. So, 3 simple steps to get started today. Increase your protein and healthy fats with every single meal. Walk after meals to naturally lower your blood sugar. And manage stress, because cortisol makes everything worse. And if you need help with any of this, I have lots of resources on my website, www.thatmenopausementor.com. I've got one-on-one coaching. I've got some great courses. I've got free resources, blogs, recipes, all kinds of resources for you. But as a bonus, today I have created a free insulin resistance cheat sheet that breaks down everything we talked about today, including simple meal ideas, supplement tips, and an easy follow plan to reset your metabolism. The download link for that will be below this video. So help me out. If this video helped you, help me by hitting the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. So what symptom of insulin resistance do you struggle with the most? Let's support each other.